Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Yakuza Dead Souls. On the last episode, we finished up all of our collection business that we needed to take care of around Kamurocho, and Akiyama needs to really reevaluate his priorities during this time. But it was a job that apparently needed to be done sooner rather than later, and I was more than happy to oblige. And right now, you're probably wondering why I am slaughtering the undead through the familiar underground of the theater, and that is because we are going to do something a bit different today. And I've been alluding to it for the past couple of episodes. That's right, I'm heading to the Subterranea Haunted Manhole cover. And we're going to check out what that business is all about. Oh, also, before we head on over there, it is worth noting that, one, I have upgraded my abilities a little bit further by getting the breakaway kick. So now that I have a long-range leg sweep that I can use in order to get out of the harm of enemies. I also just leveled up, which lets me get the super grip, I guess. Which will now get me the Iron Arm, and also Unarmed Expertise. Boost the knockback ability of all your brawling attacks. I will try my best to get that. Then we have all of these abilities, which are like really high in the skill points, because they're really good. But I figured expanding my moveset is still absolutely worth it. But other than that, the other thing that I wanted to show off is if I go into memos, turns out you can actually straight up look at the characters that you've come across so far. The character that I kept on trying to remember, Tomooka Nakahama? Yep, right here. So, hopefully, I can use that in the future to stop forgetting characters' names. And getting Nakahama mixed up with Hasegawa. Look, can you seriously blame me? They have the same amount of syllables in their names. Sometimes, as much as I am familiar with Japanese names at this point, I sometimes still get them mixed up, I will admit. Anyway, this is the place. This is the manhole Kine was talking about. He's probably full of it. Worth checking out. Well, yes, I believe it is. Alright, let's give it a go. I only got the one battery he gave me, so Lord knows if that's going to be enough. It probably isn't, but, hey. Mankind never got anywhere by playing it smart. Huh? What is this place? Something feels wrong here. Kamurocho Subterranea is a strange network of underground passages that change each time you enter. Oh my god, it was what I thought it was going to be. It's a frickin' roguelite. You must reach the lowest level via ladders and defeat the enemies lurking there. The only way back to the surface is to head back above ground at a ladder, or use the ladder to the surface after beating the enemies on the lowest level. Once back above ground, you'll be rewarded based on how well you did. If you fall while fighting in the underground passages, you'll return to the manhole entrance. You'll lose any progress and items up to that point, so you need to think carefully about the best time to turn back. The underground passages are dark, so you won't get far without a flashlight. You'll need to stock up on batteries for it as well. When you run low on supplies, talk to a legal arms dealer to buy ammo and recovery items. Specifically, an illegal arms dealer for your recovery items, not like the drugstore or anything. Oh my god, this actually is a roguelite. I was thinking in the back of my mind, I bet you that the Subterranea thing is going to be like one of those game modes that they added in to basically add replay value and something to sort of sink your hours into, and I was totally right. Jesus Christ, I can't believe they put something like this in the game. And this is only the first manhole, which makes me think there's going to be a ton of others. And this is going to be interesting to see if it's... I don't even know if this is like something you can complete. I guess it is. That being said, I also can't like spend too much time in one area because I'm on a time limit with the flashlight, which is honestly a little bit concerning. Hopefully the first one isn't going to be super long. Otherwise, it could be a bit of a pain. Also, I just realized, it's a mini meathead. Aww, it's almost kind of adorable. Almost. More durable than those freaking monkey boys. I am confident in saying that monkey boys so far, absolute worst enemy type to fight. They are so annoying and they can take so many bullets despite their agility. Granted, I haven't upgraded these guns of mine and I'm not using the most powerful, but still, my point still stands. I still think they're super annoying. But, you give me items, so that's at least something. Gotta be careful with ammo also. Hopefully it will also completely refill my flashlight automatically with the battery that I've got. Otherwise, I don't know how to use my batteries. I'm assuming it's going to be automatic, or at least give me a prompt. Alright. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, and it gives me experience points as well? Okay. Damn, this is going to be an entire thing that I have to do, isn't it? Yakuza always loves putting these, like, mini-games that are just, like, completely separate and, like, their own thing, like, for you to do. It's kind of nuts how often they do it. Also, finally, a chance to actually use the flamethrower. Although, honestly, this enemy, I don't think is going to be the best. Also, ow! Yeah, sneak up on me. Why don't you? Alright, come on, buddy. Just stay back there. Let me just fill your face with fire, and we can get through this. This kind of reminds me a little bit of, if anyone's familiar with Yakuza Ishin, which I'm happy to say that Sega is very interested in trying to find a time to release Ishin in the West, which is, like, amazing at this point that that's still a possibility and they actually want to do it. Same with Kenzen, in fact. So that is absolutely amazing because I played Ishin in its entirety with its Japanese counterparts. With its Japanese release, because that's the only release that's available. And man, I really want to play that game for a playthrough on the channel. It's so good. Ishin is, honest to God, one of my favorite entries in the series. And it's got a mini-game mode. I can't remember what they call it, but it's basically, it's not quite a roguelike, because I'm pretty sure it's preset missions. But it had, like, this interesting battle system with, like, I think it was with cards, if I remember correctly, and I didn't beat it because it was actually super hard. And you had to do a lot of upgrading to get the good stuff. But I remember specifically that I really enjoyed it, and it was a great way to, like, level up and do some stuff in regards to, like, you know, getting items. So it's given me a little bit of a vibe of that. Huh? Nani? Well, looks like I made it to a trap room. Okay, okay, if you could get away from me, that'd be great. Actually using my ability to my advantage. Right. Do I use this? Okay, I do use it from the menu. Okay, right, that's good to know. Also, what's good to know is that, hopefully that won't hit me. I'm standing pretty close. Yeah, okay, I'm actually good. Cool. There's another one over here, trying to be efficient. Or about as efficient as I can possibly be with all this. Oh my god, there are so many enemies. Holy crap. Okay, right. This is where you have to be really good with your heat snipe actions so you can try and take out as many as possible. Then this one. What the hell is liquid nitrogen's doing down here? Well, whatever. I'm just going to be thankful about the whole thing. Time to kick some ice. Please tell me I can shatter them with my bullets afterwards. Or, like, roll into them or something. I can pick them up as a weapon? Oh, that's amazing. You know what, video game? You did, you did one even better. I should have never have doubted you. Just freaking use a frozen zombie as a weapon. This game's so stupid. I love it. Ah, I love it. I really do. I don't think of some of the other mini-games from other Yakuza games, series that I've liked. When I say mini-games, I don't mean like the ones, like at Club Sega or the Hostess mini-games, which appear a few times. I'm talking about like the unique one with each of the entries. So for Yakuza 0, it'll be like the real estate mini-game. And I guess the managing Hostess Cabaret Club, before they did it again in Yakuza Kiwami 2. Was there a unique one in Yakuza Kiwami? I don't think there was. They reused a lot of them from 0, like the slot car, like the pocket circuits and the Mezzo King Battlebug beauties. Okay, guess I gotta just continue forward again. Can I look at a map? Okay, this way. Honestly, I don't think it's worth, like, staying here to fight too many of them. Especially those monkey boys, they're just annoying. Hello there, friend!
Yeah, you gear up to scratch. I'm selling if you need anything.
Why are you doing business here? Why? Okay, you know what? I do need high-density polymer, though. And also a battery. Okay, right, hang on. Shit, I picked up some items. Okay, that's 7 of those. I do need a battery. I can only carry 1. And I guess that's what I'll have to do for now, because that's all I can carry, but another battery would be nice.
Say the word if you're low on items. I'll fix you right up. What are you buying? What are you selling? Do come back.
I missed the merchant from Resident Evil 4. I could use an item and buy some more stuff, but for now I think moving forward and just having an empty space is the best course of actions. Yakuza 3 had golf as a mini game. I remember that. And Yakuza 4 had some things unique to certain characters, but like, yeah. Out of the big mini-games that I can think of, it's the one from Missions, the ones from Yakuza 0, which then got brought back, and stuff like that. Which, honestly, I'm perfectly okay with, because a lot of those were really fun. I think that's what makes the Yakuza games so special, is that they do something so unique for each game to try and set them apart from each other, and I appreciate that. Especially considering, when you think about it, the games, you know, they reuse a lot of assets, which, you know, makes perfect sense because of the fact that they're open city. But they reuse those assets in such masterful ways to basically be able to get some new stuff. Right, I'm pretty sure this way's not the right way. No, it's not. Okay, other way I go. Completely ignoring the enemies that I should be fighting. Honestly, I think I value my battery time more than anything. I must admit, I'm not the biggest roguelike guy, but I've been getting more into them. Especially with my Nintendo Switch. Roguelites are amazing to have on a portable system, so a lot of the time I kind of wait for the Switch. I'm one of those people where I wait for the Switch version of roguelites, because they're honestly super good. For when you need to go somewhere, and you just need something to just, you know, pass the time. So, like, some of my favorites have been Into the Breach, Dead Cells, Enter the Gungeon. Hades just came out for Switch, which is super great because I've been waiting for that one to come out. I knew it was one of those games where it's like, okay, I knew this was going to come eventually. It was just a matter of when, not if. And it finally happened, which I'm super happy about. Also, single monkey boy, have to admit, you got a really large arena for you, which makes me think that you're not going to be the only enemy that I have to take care of. Okay, or maybe you are. I'm not going to complain. Right, let's move forward. But yeah, I've never been one to get into, like, Binding of Isaac, Nuclear Phone. Oh, Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain 2 were two more that I tried recently, and those were definitely fun. But, if anyone has any recommendations for roguelites or roguelikes, then I'd be more than happy to know. I know a few already. I know, like, about Rogue Legacy and a few others that exist, but, yeah, I'd be definitely curious. Zombies were a bit surprised, but I guess that story was just an urban legend. Huh? What's this? Miyata Engineering. Foreman Koji Miyata. Some kind of work order, huh? This place does look a little too pimped out to just be a regular tunnel. What are they doing here? The writing's too faded to read. Looks like I can go further down, but I guess I should tell Kino about this work order first. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, looks like I was my first venture into the underground was a massive success. Honestly, does make me wonder what they're going to do going forward with some of the later levels with this. If, like, they're gonna get crazier, or if there's gonna be, like, unique things to find. I don't know. Definitely curious. But, as Akiyama says, it's probably best if we go back to Kine and tell him about this, so that's what I'm going to do. You hear a voice from out of nowhere? This reward is yours for your trials. You got some scrap iron. You got a modified motor. You got a sturdy spring. Thanks. Random voice from the nether. Also, thank you for the battery, I kind of needed that, and Akiyama is just not going to question it. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess if spirits are going to give me upgrade materials, I wouldn't say no either. I'll at least comment on it, though. Anyway, back to Kine. Hey, Kine, I went into the underground manhole that you said I should check out, and some shit's fucked up. What's up with that? You made it back in one piece, Mr. Akiyama, so you find anything? Not a thing. No way! Well, not exactly at least. Nothing to do with your urban legend, but I found this. What is it? Your guess is as good as mine. Looks like some kind of work order? Strange to find something like that underground, don't you think? What do you mean? Let me ask you a question. What was it like down there? There were hordes of zombies. What about the tunnels themselves? Did look like they were doing some construction work. I thought so. I think you're onto something. What? Hold on a sec. I still don't get it. Come on, Mr. Akiyama. A construction site underground. Don't you see? Nope, I don't follow at all. I'll look into his work order. The Miyata guy, it says, was in charge, might know more. Sorry to ask you this, Mr. Akiyama, but can you explore a bit more? You might find something else. What? You want me to go down there again? I'm not made of time, you know. That'd be a very weird concept to try and make someone out of time. I'll up your reward. Oh, come on, please. Fine, but this is the last time, okay? Deal. Let's meet up here again, later. I'm not sure if this will be the last time, if I'm being honest. I don't even know how many times I have to go down there. That's going to be something that I'm going to have to research. And to be honest, it's probably something that I won't show all the time on camera, if it ends up being quite similar. That being said, there could be a couple of things that I could do to get around that. I could either, you know, do a smash cut of anything interesting that happens, or I could try something a little bit different, like I kind of did for Yakuza Kiwami 2, when I did the missions for the bartender, and stream it, which could be kind of fun. That being said, I hope that it gets a bit crazier down there. I want some dumb traps. Like, liquid nitrogen and oil drums are one thing, but I want the traps to get to, like, Deception 4 levels of absurd, you know? If anyone's actually even familiar with that game. Deception 4, which was originally on PlayStation 3. It's a trap RTS. I think that's the best way I could describe it. I really want to play it on camera one of these days. I have the PS4 version, which is like the updated version, and I think it's also the only version that ever came to the West. Might be fun to show off every once in a while. But for now, let's see if we can get back to some of these sub-stories. Let's see what this hubbubaloo is about.
Hey, help me out here! They won't let me send money to my son!
So it seems.
Let me guess. It's your son's friend calling, saying that your son needs the money right away. Someone's trying to pull a fast one on you. I'm telling you for your own good.
I don't need anyone to tell me what to do! Hello? It's no good. Sorry. They won't let me send him the money. What should I do? That's right. I can't get it through their fixed stalls. Nobody believes me. Yes, I have some cash on me right now. About 1.5 million yen. Will that be enough?
Jesus Christ, old man. Not really some change that you should be just chucking around.
Okay, I'll see what I can do to get it to him. Got it. Tell him to hang in there right now, okay? I'll see him soon.
There's a 0% chance that's actually your son's friend, you know. I give up.
Hey, are you planning to go and hand over the money in person?
What else can I do? Nobody believes this is real.
Are you sure it's not someone pretending to be your son's friend?
It's not a scam! I can feel it in my bones that it's real. My son is in trouble.
Either way, it's dangerous to walk around with that much cash on you. You could get robbed.
I can take care of myself, and besides, it's a matter of life or death for my son. His friend told me so.
Sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what this is all about?
The name's Ishikura. I got the feeling I know you from somewhere.
I'm Akiyama. I run a place called Sky Finance on Tenkaichi Street.
I see. I guess I must have seen you around there.
So, what's this matter of life or death?
Well, you know about the barricades all over town, right?
Uh-huh. I mean, they're pretty obvious.
My son is stuck in the quarantine zone. His friend tells me he's hurt and he can't move. He was doing my son a favor by calling.
I see.
He needs the money to bribe the self-defense force to let him out of there.
That part sounds a little fishy.
What? So you don't believe me either?
It's a pretty unlikely story.
And here's me thinking you would understand.
You said that you were going into the quarantine zone to hand over the money. Isn't the way blocked?
Well, that's what I need to figure out. How to get past the barricade.
Right.
But I have to go. I can't just let my son die.
I mean, I really don't want you to get scammed, but I also don't want you to get hurt either, old man. If I'm with you, I can help. Guess I better show him the way. I could take you there if you want, Mr. Ishikura.
What? You could?
Yes, but it's pretty dangerous in there.
Dangerous?
The quarantine zone is... infested with zombies?
Zombies? You mean the living dead?
Ha, exactly. I see you know your monsters. Kind of one of the most breezy ones to recognize, I feel.
Are you having fun at my expense?
Look me in the eyes. Do they look like the eyes of a liar? I have literally killed over 2,000 of them!
Well, your eyes just look like eyes to me.
What was with the camera? I mean, I guess it was to show us looking into Akiyama's eyes, but... I mean, we know that he's telling the truth.
But if what you say is true, we need to get to my son, and fast.
Right, as long as your son is actually there.
I need to take him the money. Let me go on to get it. I'll meet you later, Mr. Akiyama.
Let's meet by the elevator behind Millennium Tower. It'll take us into the quarantine zone.
Understood. I won't be long, so wait for me.
He's pretty sprightly for his age. Sprightly. He's pretty sprightly for his age. I can't let him go and get himself killed. I hope for his sake it isn't a scam. People who scam old people and the elderly are actually the worst. Imagine taking advantage of someone's, like, frailty and loneliness in order to just make a quick buck. God, it's just one of those things that really brings my piss to a boil, so to speak. I remember in Yakuza 6, there were a ton of sub-stories to do with scams. I'm pretty sure, like, a third of them, at least, were along the same kind of, wavelength of, like, someone calls Kiryu and tries to scam him. Or someone tries to call someone who knows Kiryu and tries to scam him. Yeah, a lot of Yakuza sub-stories about scams, now that I think about it. Let's just pray this one isn't one of those times.
So you finally decided to show up. Take me through to the quarantine zone.
You have the money for your son?
It's all here. Exactly 1.5 million yen. Now I could go to his aid.
Why do you need the money to help him, anyway?
There's no time to worry about that. My son's life is at stake. Hurry!
Okay, stay with me, Mr. Ishikura.
You all good to go now?
Yeah, I'm good. Man, doing an old person voice as a young person is honestly one of the funniest things to me. Like... You can see I wasn't kidding.
Mr. Akiyama, zombies! There really are zombies in here.
I told you so.
I nearly had a heart attack. Do you have a piece for me to use?
A piece? I think you better leave the shooting to me.
So this is where my son ended up.
Where are you going to meet him?
On Tenkaichi Street.
Alright, let's move. Let me remind myself where... Okay, I actually can't see in relation to where I am right now. Okay, let's head above ground. And then get our bearings. It's probably right by Sky Finance. And unfortunately, since he's an old man, he can't move that well, but, I'll be sure to try and, keep up for him. But yeah, as I was saying before, honestly, young people trying to do an old man voice is probably one of the funniest things to me, because it never sounds good. Like, ever. There might be a couple examples that, like, break the rule of it not sounding good, but, like, there's a few times where it's just so obvious when a young person is trying to do an old person voice. At which point I just go, why don't you just hire, you know, an elderly person to do the voice acting? I'm pretty sure it was, Star Fox Adventure with peppy hair that I always remember as having one of the worst cases of young man trying to do old man voice. Basically, literally what I was doing. Hey, Fox! You know. Tenkaichi Street is still a way off. Try to keep up, Mr. Ishikura.
Don't worry about me.
Don't underestimate tough old people, Akiyama. They can be real, tough sons of bitches when they want to be. Oh, Jesus! That being said, monkey boys are almost just as tough. Of course, you guys always spawn here. Also, doesn't help that there is a crybaby. So many more zombies. Honestly, it's not my health that matters. It's the old man that's the one that I have to look out for. Because I got plenty of healing items. See? He's still got some toughness in those old bones of his. It's like keeping an entire body off of him that's trying to force himself onto him and basically take a nice little chunk. I think there's one thing that's always, again, with zombie fiction, which is always kind of hard to try and show, and that is the idea of, like, because some people are like, why are you having so much trouble getting the zombies off you? But, like, you gotta keep in, I always, in my mind, think it's the idea that when a person becomes a zombie, I feel like because they don't have that self-control, or that part of that brain that makes it so they don't physically harm themselves, or, like, use too much of their energy to harm themselves, once that's gone, I almost think it's not far off to say that zombies almost have, like, double the strength that they have when they're a human, because of the fact that they're, like, not, like, limiting themselves, then they'll just do anything it takes to, like, just move forward, including, like, ripping their limbs off, which is kind of metal in a lot of cases, not going to lie. But anyway, from here on out, I think I'm going to meet you guys on Tenkaichi Street to see if we can figure out what his business with this person's son is. Are you okay, Mr. Ishikura? You're not tired?
Stop fussing over me already.
No, I refuse! Alright, slow and steady certainly won this race. We took our time, but we made it. Well, this is a scene I'm familiar from other Yakuza games. What, am I have to suddenly do a fist fight now? Alright, hands up the both of you. You're Ishikura, right, Gramps? Did you bring the cash? Man, I should have known. Mr. Ishikura, these guys are out to rip you off. Your son is probably fine. Wait a sec. This is the wrong guy. Huh?
What?
How do you know? This isn't Ishikura. What's going on here? I'd like to know that too.
Long time no see, Wataru. I've been looking all over for you. What's it been? 15 years? 16?
Dad? What? Hold up a sec. Are you seriously Wataru's dad?
So the rumors were true, Wataru. You're involved in these bank transfer scams.
Rumors?
A friend of mine told me he was ripped off in a scam. Apparently some guy saying he was from the ward office showed up at his house to pick up the money. My friend said he knew him from somewhere, and after hunting over the cash and realizing he'd been had, he finally remembered. He said the guy just looked like my son.
Shut it, old man! You got no right to talk to me after walking out on us.
Yes, I walked out on you and your mom. I was a fool, and I regret it now. That's why I feel responsible for how you turned out. I have to make you mend your ways. I told my friends to put the scammers onto me if anyone called again. Ishikura's the name of the guy I play chess with.
So now you finally caught up with your scamming son too, huh?
It's taken 3 years.
Rough. Wait, so you didn't bring the money?
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Shit! We spent hours in this hellhole for nothing? We could have been eating!
You should all turn yourselves in together with Wataru. You can't live like this. You must atone for your sins to walk the path of light.
Wow, that is one of the most Japanese things I've ever seen. Tell it to someone who cares. I'm out of here. Wait up.
Wait! Don't run, Wataru! Get lost! Mr. Akiyama, I'm sorry I lied to you, but can you go after Wataru for me?
I can hardly say no, can I? I'll see what I can do. Mr. Ishikura.
That's not my name, remember?
Well, you never told me your name. Oh, whatever. That's what I know you as, so that's what I'm going to call you. Oh my god, chase battle. Chase sequences. In chase sequences, you must catch a fleeing enemy. You can catch enemies with their chase gauge on the lower right of the screen is displayed. Tackle the enemy with circle to deplete their chase gauge. Your own chase gauge also depletes as you run, as well as when you are attacked by zombies. If it runs out, the game is over. Catch the fleeing enemy while fighting off lurking zombies by shooting them with R1 or blowing them up with oil drums with triangle. Cool! I did not expect to do a chase sequence from freaking Yakuza 4 again. Like, Jesus. Oh god, okay, I have to remember how to do this. It's been a while. Look, can I just, you know, shoot him in the leg? I mean, all things considered, there could be a lot worse ways to slow him down. And I won't kill him. I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm able to give myself an advantage. Okay, I'm very confused because right now the, okay. Jesus Christ, this is a bit clunky, I'm not going to lie. Thankfully, he didn't get too far away, and he's having trouble with the zombies also, but yeah, this is, it's honestly kind of comical also because we keep on going in circles. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right. Get closer, Akiyama. As long as the zombies cause him trouble too, I guess it evens out. Come on, buddy. Well, I guess that was cool. A little bit pointless, but hey, give me style points. This was nowhere near where I caught him. I just dragged his ass over to a place where there weren't many zombies. Get the hell off me! Listen to your dad. He knows what's best for you. What do you know? I know that you don't have an honest living trying to scam old people.
You got him, Mr. Akiyama.
Get stuffed!
Give it up, Wataru. No more running. I can't take much more at my age.
Hey! What the? Well, that looks, that one looks especially... No!
Mr. Akiyama, I'm afraid it looks like I'll need your help again.
Never a dull moment with you. Guess I just gotta clear... Just gotta clear it up. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that there was no chance of saving your friends, but... Them's the breaks. Mr. Ishikura, did you get bitten?
I messed up.
Oh, shit.
What? You're joking, right? Damn it. Mr. Shikura! No way! Dad! Don't die, Dad! You can make it! Hey, Mr. Akiyama! Was it? You gotta do something for my dad! You gotta help him! I wish I could. Shit! I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to let you down. You won't run anymore, will you, Wataru? I won't, Dad! You've got to stay with me. You'll turn yourself in, start a new life for yourself, and become a man that will make your dead mother proud. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go to the cops. That's good. What's this? Wataru, this is... money? You brought it after all? No, not money. Well, what then? It's ketchup.
What?
Huh? It's tomato ketchup.
You son of a bitch. Well, now I know where your son takes after. You don't mean...
I never got bitten. All this blood on my neck is ketchup. What? Wataru, this has got to stop. Go to the police.
I don't know what to say. I should be angry, but I'm not. You win, Dad. I'll go to the cops. I'll do the time for what I did.
Good. That's all I want. That's all I could ask. Mr. Akiyama.
Yeah?
I'm sick of these zombies.
You and me both, bro.
Shall we get out of here?
You're a crazy old man, alright. You just out-scammed your scammer son. One of the oldest tricks in the book. I guess he really did turn himself in.
I have you to thank for all this, Mr. Akiyama. Now I can die a happy man.
I didn't do anything special. This is all your work.
There's got to be something I can do to repay you. Here, take this.
Huh? What is it? An assassin's anguish?
Ah, just take it. An old man like me doesn't have much to offer.
Okay, if you say so.
Sorry for all the trouble I put you through.
Yeah, I hope you live a long, happy life, Gramps.
Be seeing you then.
I never did learn his name. But he gave me a assassin's anguish? Assassin's Anguish. An action flick about an underworld hitman may inspire armor and accessory designs. Huh. Well, thank you for the crafting recipe. I thought you were going to out yourself as like a secret assassin or something, but not quite. Lord knows why you had that DVD on you, but whatever. I'll take it. For now, though, I think I'm done with going through sewers and underground tunnels and back into the quarantine zone for now, which means it's the end of the episode. We have only, I believe, 3 more things that we need to do in regards to sub-stories. Yep, and I know exactly where all of them are, so we will take care of that next time on Let's Play Yakuza Dead Souls. So if you enjoyed this subterranean adventure, then be sure to do all that junk I keep on saying to do. And I'll see you guys next time, where we do what I literally just said. Take care. See you guys then.